Well, hello there, and good evening, YouTube. I'm William Brantley, reporting from Bemis, Tennessee, or South Jackson, Tennessee, ready to share with you today's climate summary and give you a forecast for the next few days momentarily. We sort of had a bonus day today, in a way, not temperature-wise, but sunshine-wise. Really wasn't supposed to get much sunshine, but in the afternoon, the clouds kind of broke up a little bit, allowed us a little high, but a little bit of sunshine. They warmed the temperatures up a little bit, but not near as much as I'd like to see it. But then again, I'm a little picky. I like warmer weather over cold weather anytime. But that's maybe because I'm getting older in life. I don't know. A little joke on the side there. But we did get more sunshine. We didn't have to wait all the way to Saturday after all to get a little sunshine. But this coming Sunday should be nice and sunny as of right now. But and warmer temperatures by then too. Maybe that's a sign that we're getting ready to go into March slowly but surely. But that doesn't mean the weather's going to warm up real good once we get to March, necessarily. Would be nice, though, I have to admit. Well, alrighty, let's go ahead and move on to today's climate summary for you. It was cloudy, mostly cloudy skies as of 5 p.m. here in Bemis, Tennessee today. The temperature at 5 p.m. was 39 degrees. Yeah, 39 degrees. And as of 7:57 p.m., it's 37 degrees currently. Alright, the low today was, what was it, 31. I'll find it in a minute, give me a second. 31 was low this morning. Today's high was 44 degrees, or at least it was 12 degrees above freezing. But boy, it wasn't 50 or 60 feel a whole lot better. Those days will be coming fairly soon, though. 44 degrees today, though. Had, of course, no rainfall today since midnight. And let me see, the lowest humidity would be 58% as of 1 through 4 p.m. or at 1 through 4 p.m. 79% would be the highest humidity, and that occurred at 12, 4, 5, and 7 a.m. The lowest dew point temperature was 24 degrees, and that occurred at 6 through 8 and 10 a.m., while the highest would be 30 degrees, and that occurred at 12 a.m. Lowest barometric pressure was 30.11 inches of mercury, and that occurred at 12 a.m. And the highest pressure would be 30.41, and that occurred at 11 a.m. and then again at 5 p.m. This afternoon. Today's highest wind gust was 23 miles per hour out of the northwest. And records for today, February the 18th, hottest high would be 78 degrees in the year 2000. Coldest high would be 26 degrees. That occurred in 1993. Warmest low would be 56 degrees. That occurred in 1991. While the coldest low would be 4 below zero, -4, in 1958. Rainfall record for today, 1.27 inches. That occurred in 1991, while the snowfall record would be 2 inches. Make that 2 inches, and that fell in 1979. Alrighty, that's the basic climate summary for the evening. Let me check something out here real quick before I go too far. Yeah, I'll go ahead and show you this one first. And that one is on another map. That's okay. I'm going to show you something a little different from what I usually show you. I'm going to show the southeastern portion of the country's satellite picture tonight. It's from a different source than what I normally go by, but it's very up to date. Covers a wider span of the area. It shows you the clouds, how they did break up a little bit today. and they're still trying to break up some, even though it's cloudy at the moment here in West Tennessee. But we had a mixture of clouds and sun today. Variable cloudiness would be a whole lot better term. I wish I'd thought about putting it that way on my forecast earlier today, but I didn't. But that's okay. That's why I call it a bonus day. It's a little bit better than expected. It just wasn't warm enough. Well, at least not to me. Well, at least it was above freezing, I guess. We got a lot more clouds, though, moving our way. And starting tomorrow afternoon, we got a pretty good chance for some rain to move it in. Matter of fact, there's a... let me go ahead and show you the radar now. That you see that most of the rain is still clear of Tennessee. There's no rain anywhere in Tennessee at the moment. Most of the precipitation is well north of us in parts of West Virginia and Ohio, and south of us down in parts of Alabama or Georgia. That's moving northeast away from us. Eventually that's going to move north toward us, starting tomorrow afternoon probably. But nothing in the meantime affecting Tennessee at this time. None's expected tonight either. Alright, let me see. Let me show you this map. The National Weather Service in Memphis did issue earlier today a flash flood watch for all of the Mid-South, pretty much, for West Tennessee, Middle Tennessee, and Northern Mississippi, and a good part of Alabama. And this watch, at least for West Tennessee, begins tomorrow at 12 noon and ends, as of right now, at 6 a.m. Thursday morning, the 21st, where there's a potential for 4 to 6 inches of rain between Tuesday, tomorrow afternoon, through Thursday morning. And even more is expected after that. So actually we have a chance of rain all the way through Saturday, it appears. So by the time we get all the way through Saturday, there's a potential of 6 to 8 inches of rain in parts of West Tennessee if the forecast holds up. Alright, let me see if I can get a picture of the whole, how widespread the flash flood watch is. It covers a good portion of the area, of course, and the other alerts across the country. There you see it, my goodness. Covers eastern half almost of Arkansas, good chunk of Mississippi and Alabama, middle and east Tennessee, or middle and west Tennessee rather, and just about all of Kentucky, and on up into parts of West Virginia and Ohio. And there's a winter storm warning, that's right there, where it is, I believe, for the mountains of West Virginia and Virginia. I do believe that's right there it is. Let me look down and make sure. Winter storm warning. Oh, it's way over here. Yeah, well, yeah. At least a winter storm warning. And it's also, same thing, up north. Now that blue, purple weather is a winter weather advisory for the Middle Plains states and most of Missouri. And then I think that blue is a, what is that? I think it's a wind advisory, or, let me see, blue, winter weather advisory, yeah. And the red, like I mentioned, is a winter storm warning out in parts of New Mexico and Arizona. And then some blue up there in the northern plains states. I'm not really sure what that represents. Let me see what the blue is. I lost track. The blue looks like heavy freeze warning. Okay, heavy freezing spray warning. That's what it says. Up there in North Dakota, all right, in Montana. That's what it says down here. Alright, well, there you see all the various warnings and advisories across the U.S. This evening and where they are. Alright, beyond that, let me come back to the forecast maps and show you that. The Weather Service's national map for this evening, which I haven't showed you yet, and I'm fixing to show you that to you now. That's down a little bit too far. Oh, I got that over too far. That's what it is. Alright, this is the weather map for this evening as of about 2:20 p.m. earlier this afternoon. Precipitation still to our south like we saw a little bit ago. Cold fronts way south of us down in the Gulf of Mexico. Low pressure down near off the coast of Florida and Georgia. And otherwise the east is pretty clear. Little touches of snow in the mountains, Appalachian Mountains of West Virginia. And most of the lows is way down in Mexico. And it looked like a training there area from east of Mexico, through Mexico, around El Paso, Texas, and on up to Idaho. what an arrangement that is. With some snow, of course, out in the west. They kind of expect that out in that area. A little bit of rain, but not a lot. In California, they're finally drying out there some. They need some dry spell out there. And the weather for here. Alright, let me look at tomorrow morning's forecast map. Whew, about a big change this is. Let me make sure I got the right one. I don't want to skip too early. Flash flooding over our area, as you can see. Let me see if I can backtrack this a little bit. Yeah, that helps maybe some. The red's flash flood threat from Arkansas, Louisiana, Missouri, Alabama, of course, and this all Tennessee except East Tennessee, west of Knoxville and Chattanooga, basically, and good part of Kentucky. And then you see north of there, a freezing rain threat is all the way from Oklahoma through Missouri, Illinois, of course, Indiana, Ohio, and West Virginia, on down into parts of North Carolina and even a little bit of South Carolina, down in the Appalachian Mountains of that area. Maybe a little bit of snow there in Virginia, and some more snow northern Missouri on up into Iowa. And, of course, more precipitation out west, as you can see. Let me bend that a little bit so you see it a little bit better. And that pretty much covers it for tomorrow morning. Let's look at Wednesday morning's map. Wednesday morning's map has a threat of rain to our east mainly. Still a little bit of West Tennessee, but mainly middle and almost good part of East Tennessee. You see what stretches there. And of course, more freezing rain north of us. Up around the Chicago area, on over to New England, and back down through the mountains of North Carolina. Looks like pretty good snows possible over Virginia, Maryland, and Pennsylvania, that area. And some out west, of course, in the usual places. That's expecting it. That's again Wednesday morning's forecast map. Alright, I'm ready to give you the local forecast for right here in Jackson and most of West Tennessee. I'm going to read a few days to you and I'll be kind of through for the evening, I guess. Looks like it's going to be very cloudy till about 9 p.m. tonight, and then becoming mostly cloudy, which is not far from now. Mostly cloudy for the rest of tonight on into Tuesday, and there's a 90% chance of showers moving in around lunchtime tomorrow on throughout the afternoon and evening. We should have a low tomorrow morning of about 30 degrees, high about 41 tomorrow, another sort of chilly day. With the only difference this time, we got a chance of rain in the afternoon. With a high of 41. East winds at 15 to 25 miles per hour. So it'll be a little windy tomorrow. And the moon, by the way, sets at 6 a.m. Tomorrow morning. The sun rises tomorrow morning at 6:37 a.m. and sets at 5:41 p.m. Moon rises tomorrow evening at 5:56 p.m. and sets at 6:48 a.m. Wednesday morning. By the way, the full moon is complete tomorrow as well, even though we might not see much of it, thanks to the cloud and rain. And on Wednesday, looks like continued mostly cloudy skies with a 90% chance of more rain and thunderstorms till about sunset Wednesday night. Then all the precipitation should end by then and be just mostly cloudy for the rest of Wednesday. Low of 39, high of 60. Ooh, that's going to feel good. Finally, get some 60s in there. With southwest winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Thursday, it's actually going to become fair briefly. From about midnight to noon, Thursday, from 12:01 a.m. to about noon, it's going to finally clear out a little bit. And then back by noon, it'll be back to mostly cloudy. With a 40% chance of a few showers Thursday afternoon, increasing to 80% by Thursday night. That's around 2 in a sense of the heavy rain expected. Low near 36 and a high of 52 with northeast winds of 10 to 20 miles per hour. And on Friday, mostly cloudy with a 90% chance of rain. Thunderstorms becoming likely by Friday night. 90% chance of that. Low near 44, high of 56 with east winds of 10 to 20. By Saturday, it's going to be mostly cloudy with a 80% chance of more showers and thunderstorms, but just rain by Saturday night, ending probably toward midnight. Low near 53, high of 69, almost 70. Whew. The south winds are 10 to 20 miles per hour. Finally, by Sunday, it should be fair all day and all night as of right now. Low of 47 and a high of 56 with west winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And back to mostly cloudy, but next Monday with low of 37 and a high of 58 on that day. Alrighty, I think that'll conclude it for tonight. There is one other map I wanted to show you. I'll have to bring it up this way if I do that. Let me try. I think I can get it. Well, I wonder what happened here. It usually don't cut it off that quick. Well, let me expand it. Maybe that'll help. Yeah, there we go. Had to expand it a little bit. Alright, let me bring it up so I can see it better. Well, I don't have it on this page. I thought I did. Well, doggone it. And maybe on my Facebook page then. Well, I'll try one more then. I hope I ain't messing it up too bad doing all this. I'm not even signed into Facebook at the moment. I know what I want to show you. I thought I had it shared. Let me see. Let me lower this. Let me find it first. Alright, come on. Well, it's not the map I wanted to show you. Never mind. I can't find it like I wanted to. I was going to show you the rainfall totals and amounts, but I thought I already had it shared. I know I do have it shared. I made comments. Never mind. I'm going into too many details. Tell you what, I'll just go ahead and go back to the radar for right now. It's still clear for the most part. Nothing headed our way right away. Alright, I'll let it go for tonight. Apologize for not having that up like I thought I did. I might be able to, if I do too much clicking, it's going to mess it up. I know it will. There's no doubt in my mind. I'm going to hush. Expected West Tennessee, like it says, expected between tomorrow afternoon through Saturday of getting up to 4 to 8 inches of rain. And the biggest thing is, I've looked it up, and I had 14 and a half inches of rain February of last year, 2018. And we're up to already, see how much was it, 5.63 for this month already, for this year, I believe it is. 5.63, and we get, a good another, if we should get almost 8 inches of rain between Tuesday and Saturday, that's going to put us close to what we had last year, and some definite flash flooding. So we'll have to wait and see if we indeed, history ends up repeating itself. Hopefully it won't, but I will find out between now and Saturday night, I guess. Be careful out there if that does happen. That's a lot of rain to me moving in if it happens. But I know them maps, they have a tendency of changing a little bit every day. They'll move it around and we adjust the locations and stuff as you get closer to that time frame. And a lot of times, that doesn't mean it's going to happen this time, but a lot of times those high rainfall totals ends up coming down some by the time we actually get to that forecast time frame. That doesn't mean it's going to happen this time, but I have seen that happen in the past. And I don't want to throw too much doubt on it, just in case it does indeed happen. I'm still a little sick a little bit, as you can tell. And I've already talked way too long. Okay, I guess I'll let it go for tonight. Thank you for watching and viewing and subscribing and for listening to me so long. And I hope it comes in handy for you. I'm sure it will for some of you. Thank you for all your kind comments that some of you leave from time to time. All right, good night. God bless you, and hope to talk to you again tomorrow night. Good night.